To show you a topper that was sent to me from UniWigs.com. They contacted me on my Instagram asking for a collaboration, and they sent me a topper. This one precisely. It is a 6x6 cap size base, which is smaller than I'm used to, because for people who know me, I like bigger caps and I like a lot of volume, but I have tried out these types of small cap size before. The smallest one I've had has been 4x4, and by others I've tried recently 6x8, 7x8, so I'm not that really unfamiliar with this type of cap sizes, but for me it feels too small since I'm used to having bigger. But I don't think these are bad. Like, I really like this type of topper because it's actually silk all over here, so the whole cap size can be parted everywhere. One thing that I really like with UniWigs is the cap size form, so you can actually part it everywhere. For this top that I'm wearing right now, the silk top is basically just at the front and the rest here is wefted, so the cap actually goes down here, but you can actually not part it here because then the wefting will be shown. But for this one, you can actually part it all over the cap. So it comes with 6 clips, so you can clip it in everywhere, at the front, whatever. And the color is a lighter brown, a little lighter than my bio hair, but doesn't really matter. The good thing with toppers is you can actually experiment with different hair colors, different lengths, etc. So this is a 16 inches. As long as the topper is longer than your bio hair, it doesn't really matter, because right now my bio hair is shorter than this topper, as you can see. As long as it's not longer, you can actually make it work. So the color name is G216, and the style is PS1801, 130 density. So it does have a good amount of density for me. I want more because that's just how I how I am. But it's really good if you want to try these types of toppers out. And in my experience, like, I have almost never met anyone who likes high density like I do. Everyone wants to thin out their topper, they want a lower density, whatever. So don't go for higher density like me for the first time. Like, when I tried toppers on for the first time, I always went for the normal. I didn't really care about density. I just ordered whatever. So this is actually good for if you're one first time topper wearer alternative hair, and you just want to try it on, you want to see how it fits you. It does cover your scalp, you can wear it in a bun, so it does actually make a huge difference for you without even having a lot of density. So I would recommend just to try it out to see what works for you, and with time then you just progress, like going higher or slow or lower depending on what you like and what you need, depending on your hair situation. So this one actually dries straight. I have curled a little. It does dry straight, and it doesn't actually shed. The hair is really soft. You can actually feel that it feels like real hair. I mean, it is real hair, but some, like in my experience, some hair toppers who have real human hair actually feels dry eventually. This one doesn't. It feels pretty soft, and it does look like it's growing out of your head. I would recommend that you try these out if you don't want to spend a lot of money on your first topper. You do not have to spend like $900 investing the first time. These land on maybe 300 to 400 depending on length and color and whatever. So I would say give these a good try. I did use similar to these back in my newbie days, and they last for like 2 years even with straightening. I didn't even use a lot of heat protection. I mean, I know I should because the hair will not grow out, whatever, but I'm a little lazy on that part, and it still lasted for 2 years. And you can cut it, you can style it, you can curl it. As you can see, it does hold curls pretty well. So I would recommend giving them a try and see what works for you. I will post a discount code with my name if you want to purchase anything from UniWigs or a similar topper like this on their website. Um, I did get a mini stroke right now. Anyway, and all the specs from this topper I will post down below. And I will post a few pictures of me wearing it. I will post how it looks like when I style it, how I put it on, etc. So you can either watch on Instagram or you can even watch it here. So I will post both on my Instagram and on my YouTube channel. So this is what it looks like. Now, I did straighten my hair, and I am going to use some dark volume powder. It's dry shampoo. Any type of dry shampoo actually works for your hair. I usually do buy those dark powder versions because I have dark hair, and it doesn't really matter if you do that. The point with I think I'm having a mini stroke. I cannot remember the word. The part with dry shampoo is only to make it give you some volume where you can actually clip in the topper. So if you watch my recent videos, I'm going to blend it by pulling out some of my bio hair here. Doesn't have to be a lot, and since this isn't really my hair color, I'm not gonna pull out really a lot. So I'm just gonna take a few strands, so you kind of just drag some out just to make it look like it's growing out of your scalp. This is kind of enough, I believe. Now, why do I always talk with hair in my face? Now, I'm not gonna clip in the front clips because, as I said, I do have traction alopecia on my temples due to clipping in front areas, so I'm only gonna clip in the rest of them. It does stay secure as long as you pull the topper forward enough. So I already have my hair fibers. Now I take some dry shampoo and you just simply spray it a little. Makes it really smell fresh, and when you know it's good enough is that you can actually feel it's a little wet, but don't overdo it. You don't want your hair to actually like get sticky or anything. So I'm gonna open up the clips here. I usually tend to wear a bigger cap size because it's more comfortable for me, but I have worn 4 to 4 and 6 to 6 before. So here, there is no comb here, but that doesn't really matter. The trick is just to place it really close to your hairline and clip it in. It was a long time since I wore this small type of cap, so it doesn't really cover the rest of my head, but it doesn't really matter. And then you're supposed to comb it, but just fix a clip so it doesn't actually pull. If you feel like it's pulling on your scalp, then open it and just pull it back and then clip it in again. You can tell it's not the same hair color, but doesn't really matter. How to wear topper is the same. So the little blending that I did here, you can see if you missed something, you can just pull out some more hair and then just cover it up. So it actually gives me like a lot of color dimension here. Anyway, it doesn't really have a lot of volume, so it doesn't really give me the Hollywood look, and that's fine, because sometimes if you just want to wear it in a bun or whatever, this one is not that bad. You do need to wet it to get the part that you want, but I am only supposed to, well, I prefer it to be a little side parted. Anyway, so back in the day, if I actually went out this way, I would feel like there is something on my head. I don't feel like it looks very natural. People don't really care. To them, you're just having like maybe a little, some hair extensions or whatever. But for me, I don't feel like it looks natural. But what makes it look natural is actually a curling iron. So I'm gonna try to blend it a little better with my hair. So if I actually just take some of my bio hair, now you can actually tell the black or dark brown is my bio hair, and the light brown is not my bio hair. So I'm just gonna actually curl it, and then we'll see how it looks, and then we can adjust the cap. So fast forward. So this is what the hair looks like after you kind of style it into your own hair a little. I actually don't feel like this is that bad. I mean, it does look pretty good with some dark. Um, it does look like it's growing out of my head. And I think if you wash the topper a little more often, then it actually blends a little better with your hair. It does get a little flatter. Uh, so as you can see, the blending is pretty good. You can tell where my bio hair starts and where the topper starts. This is just from the dry shampoo. You can just remove it later. So you can see, here's the topper. So if you don't have a comb at the front here, I did not actually use this, so I might remove it because I don't like it. But it does stay secure, for, like, since I did clip in the rest of the clips, it does stay secure. And you can just do any types of hair style here. My hair is not the same length as this topper, so it doesn't really matter. If your hair is a little shorter, it's fine, but longer would be a little mess. And maybe some face framing, but whatever. You get the point. You can blend the topper. It doesn't look really that nice when you first put it on, but eventually after styling it a little and blending it and just playing around with it, it will look natural. You can actually pot it anywhere. And in order to change the part, it's easier to wet it a little, but so even if I pull the hair up here, you can see there is scalp. And we're just playing around a little with it. So you can actually just simply style it really the way you want, and it will look natural. So if you have any questions, do DM me and I'll try to reply. As I said, this topper was sent to me for a review. I did not purchase it with my own money, but I have bought similar of these toppers, the same texture, the same cap size, and they are great for beginners or if you want to try it out, and they are not that expensive also. You do not have to spend $900 on your first topper. I did not. I paid like $300 for mine and it actually lasted for a whole year. I curled it, I washed it, I did everything with it and it still held up. So if you're new to toppers and you want to try some different styles, I would recommend trying out these types of toppers. You can part it, but you need to spray it a little. So by spraying it, you can actually change the parting. So it's a little wet, but so it does look natural. Yeah, I like it when it's a little messy, because the messier it is, no one has perfect hair, so the messier it is, the more natural it looks. So that's kind of what I do. So if you have any questions, I will post the specs of this topper down below the video. I will also write down a discount code with my name, which you can use on UniWigs.com to get a discount if you want to order any toppers, wigs, whatever from there. You can. This was a 6x6 base, 16 inches, and the light. Well, I'm gonna type in what kind of code the color has. I don't really remember it. But yeah, this is how I style my toppers. So if you have any questions, DM me, let me know. I will try to answer as quickly as possible. Otherwise, I'm gonna end this video right now and I'll see you guys in another video.